Okay, this guy is towing the minivan. Woo! Yeah! Look at that, he made it. We filled the holes with rocks because everybody was getting hung up over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we did. Okay, that's the last one. Yeah, if it wasn't for that strap, it would have been here forever. All right. Another Tacoma. Oh, here comes here's another Tacoma. These little Toyotas really do the job. They do pretty good. They don't weigh that much either. So let me see, down the line, there's nobody else. I got a couple of friends coming. I don't know if I should wait. Later. TRD Pro Tundra. Okay, nobody else coming. I think I'm gonna wait for those guys that I met. They got a Ford and two-wheel drive, but he said he had locking differentials in the rear. So I don't know, but okay, here comes the Jeep. When I left, they were packing, so it's gonna take them about half an hour to pack. All right, later. Okay, his tires are hitting the gun wheel. Got it. Sounds like he's got some loose springs. Everybody needs to do a repair. Woo, now it's drizzling. It's not snowing. It's not cold yet. All right, later. There's another Toyota. Get on the rocks.
You okay?
You got it. Get on the rocks. There you go. And then over here. You got it. I had to do that for my truck too because I'm very low.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, this one's having a little bit of difficulty coming up. I knew you guys were coming.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Ford. Get on the rocks. On this side. Yeah. Okay, bring it in there. And this is the one that's not a four-wheel drive. Woohoo! Yeah. Those are the guys I told you about. The good dudes. How come he's making so much noise and it's not moving? Dodge. Dodge. Make sure you guys get a hold of me, huh?
Yeah, I'm surprised I made it up there.
Well, behind me there was a line of about 20 vehicles. I stopped and I started pulling rocks, and some guy showed up and I said, hey, gotta fill up the holes.
Oh, nice, thanks, man.
And there were some people slipping and sliding, and you know, the minivan, you see the minivan?
No.
There was a minivan here.
Oh, the white Ford Transit.
The white one, yeah.
Yeah.
They hooked it with a strap and then dragged it all the way up there.
Wow.
So hey, if I made it, you guys with those big tires.
Yeah, well, two-wheel drive.
By the way, where'd you buy these?
I got a hookup in Anaheim.
Okay, give me a call.
Right.
I want to decide what kind of tires I'm getting, and then I want to
These
call
are
you.
pretty good value tires.
I think so, for the price you said.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not bad, and you got good beats on them too.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right, two-wheel drive. Hey, Jonathan, it's not bad for a two-wheel drive.
No, it's a really capable truck.
He came up like nothing.
Only issue I ran into is I was in high range with my gearing and everything. It just didn't want to pull it.
No, I was in front of a big line and I started putting rocks in the holes
That's an adrenaline.
because I said I'm gonna hang up. So everybody started pitching in
Dirt.
and filled them up because there was a big dip.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
That was fun.
Appreciate it. Get a hold of me, okay?
Absolutely.
And I want to talk about those tires because
Yeah.
I got to replace those, even though they did okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I was surprised.
I'll send you a text with the name of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I'll get your number from him.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then, well, in a couple of weeks,
Hung up in one spot.
coming down here, that big metal is very inviting. The one that when you come out and it opens up like that.
Oh yeah.
That's very inviting.
Just driving out.
When I was coming in one day, $3 almost crossed in front of me. And I stopped and I took a little video and they turned around and they moved away. 6 point, 4 point, and 4 point.
Yeah, I was telling him, like, I come down here before, you come down into the meadow and there's like deer.
Sometimes, yeah. And I saw a bear cross in front of me.
Oh, whoa.
Up here?
Yeah, a little bear, a little bear. No, not today, but the last time.
Oh, okay.
And he went into a cave. I know where the cave is. So yeah, all right,
Right on.
I'm gonna get going.
Filling up the holes. I probably wouldn't have been able to do it.
From now on, no, I think, yeah. I think the Dodge had a little problem.
The issue
The
I had
Dodge.
was I was going too slow.
No, you probably had it in high gear.
Yeah, I was in 4 high and going slow.
Yeah.
I was in drive.
Ah.
My issue is that I was
All right, guys, we'll see you. Yeah, they're real cool, dude. Good people.
Ah, that was fun.
Let's keep on rolling.
Thanks for waiting.
Yeah. This low gear is very low. Put it on full high. There you go. Got the little manual, and then click into whatever gear I need to do. That's better. That's a little gnarly on this side. Back up. There's a Ranger behind me. I think it's a Ranger. It's a Bronco. It's a little Bronco. Well, already got out of that trail. My camper lost one of the tie downs, one of those clip downs. It ripped it right out of the rivets, and I don't understand why, because I don't think I hit a tree, but something grabbed it and yanked it out. So I'm gonna have to hunt for that online, see who has it, and I can put it back with rivets. So I already aired up my tire to 75 pounds, going down the mountain. And while I was doing there at the Rangers, at the Forestry Service station, a kid comes up and he says, "Where can I get my tag validated?" And I said, "Well, this office is closed. There's nobody here. Maybe down the road you'll find somebody to validate it, but there's no staff in Black Rock. I only saw the fire truck. They were leaving. So if you don't have Rangers to validate tags, how can you not expect people to take advantage of that and come back again with the same tag and get another deer? Why have an office if the office is not open? There's nobody to run it. You mean to tell me you don't have, the Department of Fish and Game doesn't have a budget to have at least 2 Rangers roaming around the mountain, checking camps, having a guy at the office? It doesn't have to be a 100% official Fish and Game. It could be an assistant. They can just check out the deer, write down the information, validate the tag, and the job is done. You can't find somebody, a woman, to be in an office and you can have a couple of guys checking on camps, checking tags, checking freezers. Come on, man. We pay enough taxes in the state that we could have an army up and down this mountain. And they had this sorry excuse that they don't have a budget. They have a budget for their own paycheck. You know, they got the department of this and the department of that, and they got the offices in Sacramento, and they got offices here and there, but there's nobody in the field where they need to be. Not in an office collecting a check. It's incredible what's going on with the money that we're paying in taxes. Everything's gone up. The tax is higher. The hunting license is higher. They're making all this money. There's a lot of hunters. A lot more people are hunting now than when I used to come here at the beginning in the 80s. I mean, I counted around 60 vehicles going into the meadow, the big meadow in the valley. 60 vehicles, and who knows how many they came in at night, because I was asleep and I was right there in front of the road and they kept passing and passing, waking me up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I stopped counting. You know, there's enough people buying tags and licenses to hunt, and they tell me they don't have a budget for this, for rangers. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. And a lot of people are complaining. They're not happy about it. What's going on? All right. I'm gonna concentrate on my driving. This is my sign-off tape. Have a good one, and we'll try it again. And I'll come back maybe if those guys call me. We were talking about teaming up, and trying to hunt on a different area of the same valley. And I don't think I'm going into the trail with my truck anymore, because that trail got chewed up really bad. So if I'm coming back, I think I'm bringing the quad in. I'm gonna camp on the top and then go down the trail with the quad. And still it's gonna be a little gnarly getting down there with, you know, coming up, but at least I won't beat up the truck, because the truck is very expensive to do repairs, and I have to put some money into those tires now. Even though I was surprised they didn't slip, they did pretty good. But I need to raise the truck. Yeah, 2.5 inches. I'm gonna start shopping for a kit and install it. 2.5 is not too high that you can't raise your leg, and you know, like my Blazer is 4-inch. You need a draw down step to step up and get on board. So all right, guys. I'll probably do a final tomorrow when I get home. I decided that I'm not going home today. I'm gonna try this other area that I've been wanting to check out, and I want to check it out again. I've been here a few times, but I want to check it out. Very steep over here. I heard they got 3 deers out of here a week ago. So I'm curious to see, is there any movement after the hunters were here. So I'm gonna camp overnight, and I hope I have enough gas to get down to town. I'm down to a little bit less than a quarter tank. Some of these areas are burnt, got burnt trees, but it looks promising. Plenty of food, and there's water. So I'm not gonna go into the woods or anything. I'm just gonna sit on the edge and glass and see if I see anything down there moving around. The good thing about this spot is I can look at the hill across the other side. I didn't bring my spotting scope, just my binoculars. So I don't know. Let me see. I could park right here. I got a big opening right here. The trail has about another 1,000 yards to go where it dead ends. But this is a good spot to sit and really look. So that's what I'll be doing. All right, later. Okay, so I'm gonna stay here tonight in this area. Right now it's little flakes of snow coming down. It has some promise. So now that the weather is changing, let's see if the deer is gonna start moving. So I'm gonna stay here today, and tomorrow, midday or so, I'll pack up and leave. I just want to study this area pretty good. It's pretty steep down there too. So anything up here is within rifle range. And like a friend of mine told me, I'd rather shoot uphill because it's easier to drag down the deer instead of shooting downhill. Then you gotta bring it up. All right. I found this path and I'm gonna follow it. This is strictly Magnum country. The nearest hill is 1,000 yards. That's 1,000 right there. This is above 500. So let's see what's ahead. And I'm all geared up, backpack and all. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm at the end of the path, and I'm overlooking a slope. This is perfect for spotting scope. You sit there and you can look at all the hills close up, very open. So I'm gonna wait here. It's about 3. I'm gonna wait here until dusk, see if anything moves. All right, later. Okay, I spotted a buck on the other mountain. It's a mile and a half, let's call it. And right now, a cloud came in and completely engulfed where the deer was. But he likes this little spot that he was grazing. He moved around. Come, look around, graze again. Then he bedded down a little bit. But that cloud is coming this way too. Check it out. He's right there. That spot. So I glanced this whole area, even though my rifle's not going to reach out there, and neither am I. I just wanted to see if there's anything. I spotted one deer only. So one deer for a lot of mountains. Either they're hiding in the bottom and they're coming up in a day or so. So I decided that I'm gonna stay overnight, and if it snows, no big deal because this road is pretty flat. It's not a bad trail, so I can make it no problem. Take it, make it out. And the road, the paved road, is only about 5 miles, and that's no biggie. So I'm gonna sit here for the afternoon. It's already 3:30, and I want to see if any deer move down in my area. Which the furthest shot is 646 yards. That's a little bit out of my range. I can stretch 600 maybe, but not. The BDC on the scope goes to 600. That's it. Never seen this. It's gonna eat the battery. Okay, so as you can see, everything is on the mess. It was on the floor. Everything. It's it's a little crazy when you go into trails, and you know, if you drive on a smooth road, everything stays the same. But when you start going into trails and you're bouncing, and believe me, everything's gonna end up on the floor. So that's why I was saying that if I'm gonna continue doing this, I'm gonna need a small Jeep, something that they don't allow the side-by-sides on these roads, so it has to be a street vehicle. So the smallest one is a Jeep, and then I will sell my quad, and because also the quad is nice, it goes into tight trails and everything, but what if you do get a deer? The deer are big. So what are you going to do? You're going to drag it. By the time you get back to your camp, it's all busted in pieces, you know. It has to have some sort of a tray in the rear, and then you put it, and then it's deer here about 150 to 180. Now you're having, you know, tippy wheels in the front. You're doing what do they call it? A wheelie. So it's gonna have to be a two-door Jeep with a little bed in the back or a basket. I had the basket, and you load up the deer there, and then you can travel every road there is. Every road there is, you can travel that. So that's gonna be the next you know, the next move. But I gotta finish with the Blazer and get that out of the way. I am not allowed to buy another vehicle until I get rid of the Blazer. gotta go with the Blazer. All right, so I'm gonna fix myself a hot dog, and I still got some of that chicken. I gotta go under there and pick up, you know, all kinds of stuff went under the sofa. All right, guys, talk to you later. All right, so I have my hot dog and a michelada beer. I ran out of sodas. And, you know, tidy up a little bit, clean up, put away the pots and pans. Took the heater out and turned it on because it's getting nippy. So I got the Good Buddy. And I'm just going to let it run for, I don't know, 15 minutes just to warm up a little bit. And then turn everything out. Turn it off. Tomorrow morning, I want it there next to me in bed, because tomorrow morning, when it gets really, really cold, so I can get dressed, I'll turn it on, let it warm up for about 10 minutes, and then I get out of the sleeping bag. So it's all ready to go, and so am I, because I'm tired. Moving around, climbing, and, you know. Oh, excuse me. Well, good morning. I am packed and ready to go. I just wanted to take another glance at the area. Oh man, if I had the legs, I would climb all those mountains. If I could climb all those mountains, I will have a buck every year, because that's where they hide. I saw one buck yesterday, right about there, right on the edge of those trees. He was just eating and, you know, feeding like nothing, keeping it close to the chest. He didn't far away. He didn't move far away or anything. He just hang out a little spot, and then he bedded down. This is really pretty country. I mean, I like it up here, but I'm not as young as I used to. I used to climb like a goat. Those days are gone. I try my best. All right, I gotta scrape the ice off the windshield here. I thought it was just water. Start wiping it, and it's not coming off. I got my little scraper. And that would take care of the rest. I'm glad I bought this under the bench storage area for my tools. It comes in pretty handy. All right, let's hop on. Turn on the heater on high, and yeah, turn the sucker on. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get a hunting partner, because those deers I saw that one of the guys caught, he was a big body deer, and if you catch a deer in a mountainous terrain like this, I mean, I can drag it, but the thing is, I'm carrying the rifle, I'm carrying the monopod, I'm carrying the backpack, and the backpack is heavy. I think I put too much liquid in there. I gotta go through my backpack and thin it out, make it as light as, empty as possible. I don't need to take all those snacks and shit. That's what happened. I just had too much. But the snacks are not really, little packet of peanuts like this, I'm not gonna make it heavy. But it's everything has its own weight. So I need to reevaluate my loading on catch a deer and you have all that gear on you. And being that it's so cold, then you have all those jackets on you. You got the 3 layers of clothing, you got the coat, you got the rain jacket. I mean, you're like a blimp. And then you're trying to maneuver and drag a deer up a mountain. Whew, I need another person with me. So the 2 guys that I met yesterday, I gave them my number. We're gonna see if we can hook up and return in a week, at the end of the season, at the closing. We're gonna come. I want to see if they want to come over here. I'm gonna try to bring them here. Those guys are young. They're in their 20s. One guy is 30, 31, 32. He's a big guy. He can carry the deer on his back. So that's what I need. I need hunting partners. All my friends, forget it. They're out of the game. So, and if I can't hack it anymore, I'm gonna be out of the game too. But I'm gonna stick it out as long as I can. I don't quit. This is my passion. This is what I love. This and the water. I like boating. Not that much fishing, but I like boating. I take people fishing, some friends. But I love the hunt. And if I can walk on an even terrain, I can walk for a couple of miles. Problem is, the mountains, there's not a lot of even terrain. All right, I gotta get going. I have a little bit under a quarter tank, and I got about 50 miles to go, or 55 miles to go. All right, guys, see you on the next one.